I'm Austin Leeck, and welcome to my shit show. What's up, kids? The week after the I-500. It sucks. And just getting back into the shop, getting things organized, ready for Kinross. Race bag, gotta go through all that. And gotta go through this, get it ready, gotta re-gear it for Kinross, gotta drop the rear skid out of it, and get the rear shock rebuilt. Well, not rebuilt, just revalved. I want to stiffen it up a little bit. I think it's a little soft. And yeah, just get it ready for Kinross. Our I-500 effort went like shit. We ended up having some fuel delivery issues right at the beginning of the race. We started changing the ECU, changing different maps, working with Rich Fleggy, who was great to deal with, and his crew, trying to help us make it better, and we just didn't seem to find it. And probably the fifth or sixth time after changing, we took the borescope, looked down in the pistons, and it was starting to detonate. The motor was already hurt, so it wasn't even worth me getting on and rolling with it. At that point in time, Ryan McCaig was on it, and he was our third driver. I was going to get on fourth, so that's where we were at. Had to shut her down, and just sucks because I was really looking forward to spin some laps. So here we are. Now we're working on this. So, broke that. It's not very strong. So, yeah, pull that skid out and get working. Got to get the rear skid out of this thing. It's not my favorite task, but here I sit. I'll get it out. Just kidding. I'm not even pulling the rear skid. I'm just dropping the rear bolts. I'm gonna take the shock off that way. Save myself some time. Trying to save myself some work, leave the skid in, the front bolts in, because those are hard to get at. Got the shock out. My hardware's right there. Gonna get it rebuilt tomorrow. Get her back in and just have to change the gears. Fun. Here we are, bright and early. Headed to Bugner's race shop. Got to get that shock revalved. So that's what we're doing. We're en route. Got to get her done, get her back in the sled, and be good to roll for Kinross. That's pretty much the last thing I need to do. Yeah, I would definitely turn the volume up for you so we could jam out together, but YouTube's monetization policy states that if I have any of this music in here, I won't make any money. So if anybody knows how to bypass that, let me know. So we're at Bugner Racing Suspension. I needed to get this shock revalved, and I needed it done in a hurry. I called Mike yesterday, and he told me to bring it down first thing in the morning, so I did. We got it on the shock dyno right now, and he's getting some readings on it, and then we'll make adjustments to revalving it. If you need custom suspension done, just give him a call. It's pretty cool stuff here. En route back to the race shop now. Got to get this beautiful shock put back into the rear skid and get the rear skid back in. already got the gearing changed. Probably changed brake pads for Kinross, and we're good to roll. Got the shock. Gonna get it put back in the skid here. Hopefully it'll be fairly simple and I can do it on my own. If not, then I'm gonna be screwed. But best I can do is try. So. This is something that I don't know will make the sled better, but it's one of those things where you don't know if you don't try. So after talking with Mike and seeing the dyno and him explaining to me how it works and everything, I feel pretty confident that this will be better than what I originally had. The shock was just way soft and it was bottoming out, and I was tearing up my studs. You see this one right here is pretty messed up on the bottom part of my tunnel. So I just hope that this will be for the better. If not, then I can make another trip down to Mike, have him change it back, or maybe take a little out of it and run it at Lincoln. But this will be my setup for Kinross. I'm gonna need some grease. Get yourself some red and tacky. Do you wonders. Because you use the Loctite. I always use a lot of grease, because if something works, you don't know when the next time this will be coming apart. And if you don't have anything on it, then you'll find yourself with seized up shit, and that ain't any good. And nobody wants that at all, ever. It's not my favorite task, especially to do on my own. Got it. That's good clean living when you get it on your first try. I have the skid apart. We use these tensioner bolts to tighten the rear springs, in the rear torsion springs in the skid. And they like to get worn a decent amount. And because how you have the spacers and the washers and the nut, and as it slides on that steel bracket, it can just damage some of the threads. So I'm just going through this to make sure that it's gonna be good, and my nut will screw on there no problem. So I'm just basically reshaping the threads to make sure that we're gonna be golden. Use a Scotia breakaway as a lubricant. I don't have cutting oil, so it'll have to work for what I got going on. So I just got the sled just about wrapped up. Got to throw my micron back on, get my clutch block off, get my carbs back on, and pretty much just load some shit up in the trailer and I'm good to roll. There wasn't a whole lot to do to this thing from Gaylord. I mean, we changed the rear shock, changed a little bit of a few clutching things around, and I'm gonna have to rejet it. So I got all the fuel drained out of the carbs for Saturday morning. I think it's like a low of -8 in Kinross on Saturday. So I'll just have to read the air density gauge where I need to be at with my jetting, and I'll make the decision which way I'm gonna go with it Saturday morning. But we're pretty much all set, ready to roll. Just gotta load up the trailer and head to Kinross. So it should be good. I think all the changes that I made to the sled this week are for the better, at least I hope. And God, I gotta get on the podium, get into some money. I haven't won a single dollar all season on this sled, so it's a little bit of money, but it's enough to pay for some shit. So yeah, be on the lookout. Might do a vlog for this weekend with Hooses and this. It's just really hard when it's just me and Dad. So thanks for watching, everybody. If you like what you see, just click the subscribe button, and there's gonna be more of this. Got a different GoPro angle for you guys this weekend. I'm gonna try that out. I'm really excited about it because I think it's gonna be pretty good since we can't wear them on our heads. So again, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more coming up.